towering waterfalls and vast underground lakes to deep river gorges and ancient rock formations are among few features makes Tennessee one of the most naturally diverse and geologically fascinating states in the U.S. Tennessee is uniquely positioned, bordered by 8 other states: Kentucky and Virginia to the north, North Carolina to the east, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi to the south, and Arkansas and Missouri to the west. This central location has made it a historical crossroads and a natural meeting point for ecosystems, cultures, and landforms. So stay with us a few minutes to explore the amazing outdoor wonders embedded in every corner of the volunteer state. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is the most visited national park in the United States in 2024. Its layers of fog, forest, peaks, waterfalls, and hidden gems welcome 12.19 million visitors. Spanning over 500,000 acres across Tennessee and North Carolina, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a treasure chest of biodiversity and Appalachian culture. There are many iconic trails and peaks to explore inside the park area. Among its most iconic features is Clingman's Dome, the park's highest point at 6,643 feet, where a spiraling observation tower offers sweeping views stretching over 100 miles on clear days. Further northeast lies Roan Mountain, celebrated for its vibrant rhododendron blooms each June and a high-elevation ecosystem unlike any other in the region. Waterfall lovers are drawn to Laurel Falls, an 80-foot, family-accessible cascade named after the flowering mountain laurel, and Grotto Falls, the only waterfall in the park you can walk behind. For hikers craving adventure, the Alum Cave Bluffs Trail leads through an old-growth forest, past natural arches, and up to dramatic overhangs once mined for saltpeter during the Civil War. Chimney Tops, with its steep final ascent, delivers a thrilling challenge and panoramic rewards, while Abrams Falls, though just 20 feet tall, boasts an immense volume of rushing water that reflects the strength of Abrams Creek. If you like to hike more remote into the park, there is Lost Cove, a hidden valley with remnants of early settler life, where history blends with rugged wilderness. Each destination within and around the Smokies offers a unique perspective. Whether you're chasing waterfalls, summiting peaks, or tracing the paths of those who lived here long before it was a park. Ruby Falls. How do you visit a waterfall hidden deep inside a mountain? That's the mystery Ruby Falls solves, with a 145-foot underground waterfall located over 1,120 feet beneath Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Discovered in 1928 by Leo Lambert during efforts to reopen a sealed cavern system, Ruby Falls is named after Lambert's wife, Ruby, and became the first commercial cave open to the public with electric lighting. The falls are located inside a limestone cave formed over millions of years by geological forces and underground streams. A guided tour through Ruby Falls isn't just scenic. It's a geological journey showing off stalactites, stalagmites, drapery formations, and crystal structures, During World War II, it became a patriotic symbol and was even used as a bomb shelter. Ruby Falls now hosts educational programs and is known for its eco-conscious operations, including LED lighting and energy-efficient systems to reduce human impact on this fragile environment. Its mix of adventure, geology, and history makes it one of the most unique natural attractions in the U.S. Tuckaleechee Caverns. Did you know Tennessee has caverns so old they may have formed when dinosaurs still roamed the earth? Tuckaleechee Caverns in Townsend, Tennessee, is estimated to be between 20 and 30 million years old. Known as the greatest site under the Smokies, these massive underground chambers feature towering stalagmites, underground rivers, and a 210-foot waterfall, the tallest subterranean waterfall open to the public in the eastern U.S. used by the Cherokee centuries ago. The caverns were rediscovered by two local boys in the 1930s and eventually opened for tours in 1953. What makes Tuckaleechee truly unique isn't just its dramatic formations. It's also home to one of the most sensitive seismographs in the world, part of a global network monitoring earthquake activity. Hidden below the surface, this seismic station tracks tremors from across the globe, linking a small Appalachian cave to international research. With a mix of ancient geology, modern science, and Appalachian lore, Tuckaleechee Caverns offers a journey that spans both time and tectonics. Fall Creek Falls State Park. Did you know Tennessee is home to one of the tallest waterfalls east of the Mississippi River? Located on the western edge of the Cumberland Plateau, Fall Creek Falls State Park is a 29,800-acre natural sanctuary featuring the dramatic 256-foot Fall Creek Falls, the park's namesake and star attraction. But the park offers far more than just one spectacular drop. It's a diverse landscape of gorges, cascades, hardwood forests, caves, and streams. The park was developed in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps and Works Progress Administration as part of a New Deal effort to create jobs and protect natural areas. Over the decades, it's become one of Tennessee's most popular and well-maintained parks. Highlights include Piney Creek Falls, Cane Creek Falls, and the Cane Creek Cascades, all accessible by a network of scenic trails and suspension bridges. A nature center on site offers exhibits, ranger programs, and wildlife observation, including sightings of white-tailed deer, foxes, and a wide range of bird species. The park also features a large lake for paddling and fishing, cabins and campgrounds, and even an environmental education center used by schools and field programs. The Lost Sea in Craighead Caverns. In 1905, an adventurous teenager accidentally discovered the massive lake while exploring the caverns happened to be America's largest underground lake. Tucked inside Craighead Caverns near Sweetwater in Tennessee, this vast subterranean lake covers over 4 acres and is part of a limestone cave system that's been forming for millions of years. This stunning cave system has been known to locals for centuries, used by the Cherokee people and later by Confederate soldiers to mine saltpeter during the Civil War for gunpowder. Today, you can take guided tours that include a boat ride on the lake's crystal-clear waters, 140 feet below the surface. The cave is filled with rare geological formations like anthodites, or cave flowers, delicate needle-like crystals that grow in only a few places on Earth. The caverns maintain a constant 58 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, providing a natural climate-controlled setting for learning about stalactites, cave ecology, and Tennessee's geological past. Beyond tourism, the site is also an educational hub, offering field trips and science programs that dive deep into karst topography and underground ecosystems. Reelfoot Lake. Can you imagine this entire lake form almost overnight? Located in northwestern Tennessee, Reelfoot Lake was born from a series of powerful earthquakes along the New Madrid Fault in 1811 to 1812. The quakes were so intense they caused the Mississippi River to flow backward for 10 to 24 hours, flooding the sunken forest floor and forming this 15,000-acre natural lake. It's one of the only natural lakes in Tennessee and unlike any other. Shallow, swampy, and filled with bald cypress trees whose knobby roots rise above the surface like prehistoric sentinels. Reelfoot is an ecological goldmine, designated a National Natural Landmark and one of the best places in the southeast for birdwatching, especially for bald eagles, who nest here in large numbers. The lake has also played a major role in local cultural history, from Native American fishing practices to the early 20th century Reelfoot Lake Rebellion, a violent land rights conflict between locals and private developers. Today, it's protected as both a state park and a wildlife refuge, offering educational programs on wetland ecosystems, migratory birds, and seismic activity. Reelfoot is more than a lake. It's living evidence of nature's raw power and resilience. Cummins Falls. Would you hike through a river to reach a waterfall? That's exactly what thousands do each year at Cummins Falls, a rugged and wildly popular destination in Jackson County. The 75-foot waterfall cascades down multiple tiers of rock ledges into a deep, swimmable gorge and is often described as a natural playground. Once privately owned by the Cummins family for over a century, the land was used for milling and cattle grazing before being purchased by the Tennessee Parks and Greenways Foundation in 2010 to prevent development. The area was opened as a state park in 2011 and quickly became one of Tennessee's top waterfall destinations. The hike to the base of the falls is challenging. It includes creek crossings, slippery rocks, and steep descents, making it suitable for seasoned hikers and thrill seekers. But the journey is half the experience, as the path reveals a variety of aquatic and plant life, rock formations, and fossils. Safety regulations have been tightened in recent years after flooding incidents, including a tragic flash flood in 2017, underscoring the need for both respect and preparation when visiting this powerful natural site. Lower Hatchie National Wildlife Refuge. What happens when two major rivers meet in one of Tennessee's richest floodplains? You get the Lower Hatchie National Wildlife Refuge, located where the Hatchie and Mississippi rivers converge near the Mississippi border. Covering over 12,000 acres of bottomland hardwoods, swamps, and wetlands, it provides critical stopover habitat for migratory birds along the Mississippi Flyway. You can explore this dynamic landscape through wildlife observation, photography, and regulated waterfowl hunting. The refuge plays an important role in flood control and nutrient cycling, helping to filter water and prevent downstream erosion. Educational programs emphasize its importance as a biodiverse haven for species like wood ducks, sandhill cranes, and even alligator gar. It's a real-world example of how protecting river junctions helps preserve entire ecosystems, and a place where nature writes its own complex, watery symphony. Big Cypress Tree State Park. Can one tree leave such a legacy that an entire park is named after it? Big Cypress Tree State Park, located in Weakley County in northwest Tennessee, was once home to the largest bald cypress tree in the world, a giant over 1,300 years old and 40 feet in circumference before it was tragically struck by lightning in 1976. Though the tree is gone, its memory lives on in this quiet, 330-acre park, which preserves a rare tract of bottomland hardwood forest. Interpretive trails wind through a floodplain ecosystem that supports frogs, turtles, herons, and seasonal wildflowers. The park offers lessons in conservation, wetland restoration, and forest succession, especially as you see how new generations of trees are reclaiming the land. It's a place where nature renews itself, and where the loss of one tree taught the value of protecting many. Raccoon Mountain Caverns. Lies beneath the surface of a mountain near Chattanooga, there is an extensive labyrinth of ancient limestone tunnels and rooms known as Raccoon Mountain Caverns, one of the most geologically active and accessible cave systems in the region. Originally called Tennessee Caverns, this system was discovered in the 1920s and opened to the public in 1931. Unlike many commercial caves, Raccoon Mountain offers both lighted walking tours and strenuous, wild cave expeditions where visitors crawl, climb, and squeeze through untouched passageways. The caverns are rich with cave formations like soda straws, draperies, and stalactites still forming today due to active water flow. The surrounding mountain is also home to TVA's Raccoon Mountain Pump Storage Plant, an engineering marvel for power generation. This pairing of natural and technological power makes the location especially unique. Sequatchie Valley. Did you know there's a valley in Tennessee so perfectly straight it looks like it was carved by a giant plow? Sequatchie Valley, one of the longest rift valleys in the world, stretches over 100 miles through the Cumberland Plateau and stands out for its unique geography, flanked by steep escarpments and narrow ridges. It's home to fertile farmland, historic towns like Dunlap and Pikeville, and the winding Sequatchie River. The valley's geological formation, a collapsed anticline, makes it an important study site for geologists. Its unusual layout also made it a key travel corridor for indigenous peoples and later, for railroads and commerce. Today, it's a mix of quiet pastoral life and outdoor recreation, including hang gliding from the cliffs of Lookout Mountain. Sequatchie Valley is a rare combination of natural symmetry and cultural depth, a landscape shaped both by tectonics and time. Big South Fork National River and Recreation Area. This is a vast 125,000-acre preserve in northern Tennessee and southern Kentucky. Carved by the Cumberland River and its tributaries, this rugged landscape features deep gorges, natural sandstone bluffs, waterfalls, and heavily forested plateaus. It's a hotspot for hiking, horseback riding, kayaking, and backcountry camping, but also a goldmine for those interested in Appalachian history and geology. One of its most iconic features is the Twin Arches, two towering natural rock bridges that rank among the largest in the eastern United States. The North Arch stretches about 93 feet across and 62 feet high, while the South Arch measures roughly 135 feet long. Formed over millions of years through erosion and weathering of the Cumberland Plateau's sandstone layers. These arches create a natural gateway to panoramic views and historic sites like the Cherritt Creek Lodge, one of the few backcountry lodges in the region. The area also preserves remnants of early homesteads, coal mining towns, and Native American history. Big South Fork is more than just a scenic escape. It's a living archive of Tennessee's natural and cultural evolution. South Cumberland State Park. South Cumberland State Park, one of Tennessee's largest and most ecologically diverse parks, spans over 30,000 rugged acres across the Cumberland Plateau. Rather than being a single, continuous area, the park is made up of several distinct tracts, including Savage Gulf, Fiery Gizzard, Grundy Forest, and Denny Cove, each with its own unique natural features. The park's gorges are carved into ancient sandstone, revealing rock shelters and caves once used by Native American tribes. A highlight is the Stone Door, a massive crack in a cliff wall that creates a natural staircase once used by indigenous people and later by settlers as a pass through the mountain. The park is home to some of the most dramatic waterfalls in the state, including Greeter Falls and Sycamore Falls, Denny Cove Falls, as well as 500-million-year-old rock formations. South Cumberland is also home to rare wildlife and endangered plant species, protected within its deep gorges and pristine streams. Foster Falls. Located in South Cumberland State Park, Foster Falls is not only one of Tennessee's most beautiful waterfalls, it's also a premier destination for outdoor enthusiasts. falls plunge into a deep, clear pool surrounded by sandstone cliffs and hemlock groves, making it popular for both swimming and photography. Above the gorge, a network of climbing routes has earned Foster Falls a reputation as one of the best sport climbing areas in the southeast. It's also part of the Fiery Gizzard Trail, consistently ranked among the top hiking trails in the country for its rugged beauty and rich biodiversity. Rock Island State Park. This is a park where the Connie Fork and Collins rivers crash together to create waterfalls, limestone ledges, and deep blue pools. Located on the edge of the Cumberland Plateau, this 883-acre park is built around the historic Great Falls Dam, a hydroelectric facility that adds power to the area, literally and figuratively. The dramatic centerpiece is Twin Falls, a stunning waterfall that bursts sideways from a rock wall, formed accidentally after a tunnel was blasted during dam construction. This unintentional marvel has become one of the most photographed waterfalls in Tennessee. The area was once a hub for 19th-century textile mills and power plants, remnants of which still stand near the riverbanks. Today, Rock Island blends recreational fun, whitewater kayaking, fishing, swimming, with geological wonder, as you can explore rugged shorelines, caves, and fossil-rich rock outcrops. Its ever-changing water levels also make it an ideal place to study fluvial processes and human impact on natural systems. Rock Island isn't just scenic. It's a crash course in river dynamics and industrial history. From underground lakes to sky-high overlooks, Tennessee is packed with natural landmarks that need more than 20 minutes to explore. So make sure to check the part 2 of our journey through Hidden Wonders of Tennessee. If you found this journey helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations. Let's keep discovering together, one incredible place at a time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy travels!